Elementary school students are asking you not to pitch out those plastic grocery bags. They want to recycle it for you after they use it to break a world record. News 3's David Douglas has more about their unique plan for this plastic. David.
Well, I know a whole lot of world record attempts don't necessarily have meaning, Eric, and it might be hard to find the meaning involving anything that includes thousands of plastic bags. But hopefully after this story, you're going to find that big sack of these we know you have lying around the house and donate them to these kids. At Elvium Elementary.
There's your loop, that's right.
This first grade classroom is part recycling center,
20 bags,
part construction site.
It's the plastic bag project.
A project that started with an idea from teacher Julie Fitzpatrick.
One of my reading groups read a story that involved a Guinness record.
It wasn't long after Madison's plastic bag recycling ordinance went into effect.
And I thought, how can we put those two together? Is there a record connected with plastic bags? So I looked it up online, and sure enough, there was. And it sounded like something we could do.
To beat the record, the students must build a structure. So what do you erect from more than 18,000 plastic bags?
A labyrinth. It's kind of like a maze, but it can go one way.
I thought, well, what's a way that we could create something large that wouldn't need a lot of support and would also have a message? So the message of walking through a labyrinth, finding your way.
Assembly begins outdoors in April. Until then, there's plenty of work to do inside.
Tying them together.
And why are you tying them together?
To break a world record.
Once 500 bags are tied together end to end, they get rolled into balls, which form the final building blocks.
And since one of the major efforts in first grade is to learn to count, it fit in really well.
Once complete, all the bags will be recycled, serving as a lesson for more than just one class.
Be aware of how much plastic we use and try to use less.
So you heard there, to beat the record, they need at least 18,000 bags, and they have 3,000 so far, so they have a long ways to go. If you have any extras, you can take them to the Century, the grocery store there on Cottage Grove Road, and turn them in there, and the class will get them.
I'm sure a lot of folks out there have a few bags they could get rid of, and you can walk right through this thing, right?
Yeah, you're going to be able to walk through the whole thing. The idea is finding a way to a more sustainable world. That's the theme they're going for here. It's going to be out behind the school. Take them a couple weeks to put together. And the only other thing they can use to beat the record is chicken wire. So if you have any of that 2-foot rolls, they need some of that too. You can take that to the Century as well.
All right, we wish them the best of luck. David Douglas reporting tonight. David, thank you very much.